Okay, so the first card you have, you pass the High Priestess. This is a very, very, I'm really feeling the peace in this card. It's really beautiful, peaceful, very spiritual. I love this. Really peaceful. Yeah, you deserve this peace, I think, because I think this year has been a real horror for you so far. It's been really, really horrible. You finally have this peace. And I think, especially in love, I think there was a lot of heartbreak. It wasn't just that, though, because I think after this breakup, for a while after this breakup as well, I don't think you were able to be alone to process this properly. You couldn't grieve this properly. There were a lot of problems, a lot of drama around this after this breakup. And I think it might have been out in the open as well for some reason, if that makes sense. I think someone might have been telling people about this or telling other people, having it out in the open. So you just couldn't let this thing, you couldn't grieve this. You couldn't go through this process properly. Yeah, I think this ex might have been contacting people. Very, very difficult person, very awful. And, you're a really strong person. I think you did what you could. I think you'd minimised the damage as much as you could. You had to get away. You had to do some quite drastic things, actually. Yeah, you did a really good job. You do tend to push your emotions down a lot, I think. A lot of people see you as quite kind of cool and calm, and you are like that on the surface. I think sometimes when you're stressed, it might come out in other ways, the stress. Like I'm actually seeing head problems, headaches maybe, neck and shoulder problems even, things like that. So, I think your stress can come out physically sometimes. You end up with a bad neck or a headache. Migraines, it might even be that serious. The other thing, I think your intuition's really, really huge. That's what I'm seeing in this card. It always is. I think you can sense things before they happen. And I think before this horrible situation happened, I think you still had a really, really strong instincts, really strong sense. You had this ability, you could sense what was going to happen. But you're quite relaxed about it because I don't think you'd had any of this kind of terrible thing happen to you. But then after this breakup and all of this horrible drama that you went through, I think your senses were heightened. And I think that was your instincts trying to protect you because you needed that protection, from what was about to come. It was like, oh, now that I've had this terrible trauma, I have to really protect myself. I need this big radar in front of me for what's about to come. But the big thing I think in this card is you're finally at peace. You feel so much more relaxed than you used to. It's a really amazing feeling. I'm really feeling this when I look at this card. And again, you deserve this. You absolutely deserve to feel this peace because you've had such a horrible, horrible year so far. So the next card you have, you pass the 10 of Wands. Okay. I think you passed a milestone. I think there was some kind of work milestone, career, something like that. Might be you have a business or something work related. I think you reached this milestone. I think before you actually reached the milestone, there was a lot of energy around you. You're very forceful. You're pushing this. You really wanted to push this because I think you knew it was up ahead of you. You wanted to get to this milestone. It was like, I'm nearly there. I can see it there. I'm nearly there. I'm going to push and push and push this. And I think you did this. I think you got to this milestone. I think you celebrated that. You're really happy to get there. It was like, I'm finally there. I'm really relieved. And I think, it was amazing that you did this actually, because you had all this other stress with this ex around you as well. But yeah, I think now that you're on the other side of this milestone, it might feel a little bit harder for you to push yourself. It feels kind of hard. It feels slow, sluggish, all of that. So you might have lost a little bit of enthusiasm around your work or your business or whatever this is. Now, what I'm seeing here is there is another milestone that's up ahead of you. And I think, yeah, it's related to this. It's not exactly in this work thing, but it's somehow connected to this work thing. Might be a side thing. It might be something that you're going to do, something you're going to achieve around this. I can't quite see exactly what this is, but there is another milestone, I'm trying to say, up ahead of you. And there's a financial reward around this as well. And the feeling I'm getting around this is it's quite unexpected because you have the Wheel of Fortune under this as well, and I'm seeing a financial reward. So yeah, I don't think you can see that this is in front of you. You know, like this man, he can't see where he's going because he's got all these wands in front of his face. But, you know, he can't see, but he's heading toward this beautiful house. So he's moving closer to this reward. He just can't see where he's going yet. He can't see it. So, you know, keep going, keep on doing what you're doing. And, you know, don't be too hard on yourself, because I think you are a bit hard on yourself sometimes. You know, everyone has times when they have less energy or they're not as enthusiastic. But just keep going if this is all resonating with you, because you've hit one milestone and there's another one in front of you, and it's a financial reward. It's a financial reward. That's what I'm seeing. Okay, so the last card you have, you passed, is the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, you know, it's funny because, as I said, the Wheel of Fortune, this phrase came into my mind. Fortune favours the brave. I don't know if you know that. So I think, because I'm seeing that and I'm getting this, I think you probably took a chance when you started on this thing. It might be a business. It's some kind of work thing, and it's something kind of out of the ordinary. I think you really took a chance on this. And I think when you started on this thing, you were just starting, and I think you probably faced a lot of criticism, maybe even ridicule, because I think people might have laughed at you as well. But yeah, now you're getting these rewards. So you're on the right track. You've done the right thing. And yeah, again, keep going. You're absolutely on the right track. The other thing here is, yeah, I'm glad I saw fortune favours the brave, because you're brave. Because I'm seeing someone who tries to come back to you again and again. I don't think you fob them off. I don't think you kind of say no. I think you're quite kind of polite to this person. It's not this ex. You know, this ex was a really destructive person, and I think you probably blocked them. This is someone else. They can be a little bit problematic, though, I think. They're not all that stable, I think. They don't want a stable relationship, but I don't know, they're very problematic. I can't say problematic. I think you probably have someone else around you anyway, a new love connection. So I don't know how new they are, but I'm seeing someone around you, a love connection. It feels a very positive connection, actually. Very, very positive, very nice connection. So if you are with someone, it's looking very positive. I can see that. But this other person, you know, you're not interested in them. They just keep on coming back. Just be a little bit careful around this, because none of this is your fault. I'm not saying that, but you might have a few, not you, they might have a few emotional problems. Yeah, I think they might have a few emotional problems maybe, or they might even have mental health problems maybe. Because I'm seeing this sort of fantasy world. I think they built up some kind of a fantasy in their mind about you, and it has no basis in reality at all. It absolutely does not. So if this resonates, just be careful of the way you interact with them, because I think, you know, even if you do something like a little smiley emoji or something like that, something very innocent, they might take it as something more, because that's what they're like. They're quite an innocent person themselves, but I think they might have some kind of problems, some kind of emotional problems. So just watch out for that. Just be careful how you deal with this person if they do come back again. And I think they will keep on trying to come back again. That's what I'm seeing. Okay, the first card you have your presence, the World. Yeah, this is absolutely beautiful. This is giving me a really beautiful feeling, similar feelings to what I'm seeing in the High Priestess. Very, very peaceful, very, very beautiful, and they're right next to each other as well. I'm getting this feeling of contentment and freedom at the same time. I know that probably sounds like I'm contradicting myself, but what I'm seeing is someone sees you as their foundation, as their home, as their contentment. And there's this feeling of having a safety net, and they've got this safety net, and that gives them that freedom, if that makes sense. So yeah, if this is about this relationship that I was seeing in the Wheel of Fortune, and I think it is, because I'm seeing a very positive love connection there. If this is how they're feeling about you, it's absolutely amazing, absolutely beautiful. Yeah, this is what I'm getting. This is what I'm getting. They feel free because of the stability you give them. They feel comfortable around you, and they feel as if they can be themselves. They can express themselves, and they love the fact that you're open-minded as well. So that gives them that beautiful freedom. you know, this is a million trillion miles away from where you are with this axe. So, you know, it's just so beautiful. Again, it really makes me feel very similar to the way I was feeling in the High Priestess. Peaceful, calm, but free and exciting as well, and full of possibilities, open to possibilities, new things that are coming up. So, you know, I think they complement you as well, really, really well. And yeah, I think you chose them very carefully. I know that sounds a bit calculating and a bit cold maybe, but I think after this nightmare you went through, you had to be like that. You know, you had to really scrutinize everyone, not just in love, but I think in every area of your life, it feels as if, it feels to me as if, okay, yeah, it feels as if you almost lost faith in humanity, actually. I know that sounds very dramatic, and I had to kind of say that a few times because I thought, oh, that can't be right. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing. You really, really lost faith in a lot of people at that time, because you really, really struggled to trust anyone. That's what I'm seeing. It was like, who can I trust? You know, I was with this person, I can't trust them. They've turned into this terrible nightmare. I thought I loved them. I thought they loved me. And also, I think at that time, when you went through that horrible time, you might have lost a lot of people as well, a lot of friends, a lot of other people just kind of left you there. And yeah, so you lost your faith in a lot of people. I'm seeing that there. Really, really terrible. But yeah, you got through that. And yeah, if this is all describing, not the horrible bit, but the really positive bit, if this is describing the relationship you're in, yeah, it's beautiful, very, very positive. Hold on to this person because you complement each other perfectly. And yeah, it has the potential to be really, really long lasting as well. Because if you look at this card, there are these two infinity symbols here, and they're tied around this great, big, huge, massive laurel wreath. And that's a symbol of victory as well. This is really fantastic, beautiful reading so far. I have to say this again. If this resonates with you, you deserve this. You absolutely deserve this because you've been through so many horrible things. Really, really horrible things. But it's all over. It's absolutely over. Okay, the next card you have your presence, the Empress. Yeah, look at this. Contentment. This is what this Empress represents. Peace, contentment, rest, you know, just all of that kind of beautiful stuff. And this is unconditional love as well. She represents that as well. So yeah, beautiful. It's just following on from all of that again. And they're all right next to each other, all those beautiful, peaceful cards. So, okay, just a little warning here. I hate to turn this into a negative because it's so beautiful. I don't know if this work that you're doing has anything to do with serving people, serving a lot of different people maybe. Because that's what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing a lot of people. I'm seeing a lot of people that rely on you in your work, and you serve them, or you help them, or you take care of them. You do something for all these different people. Because if you look at the Empress's crown, there are 12 stars there, and obviously that represents the 12 signs of the zodiac. So she cares about everyone. This Empress, she takes care of everyone. And you also have the 10 of Wands here that's right next to her. So just be a little bit careful that you're not spreading yourself a bit too thinly, taking care of too many people, especially in the workplace, if that resonates with you. Take a lot of rest, just like the Empress, she's sitting there resting. Take care of yourself. Don't let people pressure you. Don't let people pressure you and take your time and take over things. You know, your well-being's very, very important and very precious, and your time's very precious as well and very important. So just remember that. If you need to back away, if people are pressuring you, just take some time out. You can do that. Don't feel stressed about that. Okay, the last card you have your presence, the 8 of Cups. Okay, I'm seeing a few different things in this card. The first thing is, I think this problematic person in the Wheel of Fortune, I think they're probably still watching you. They're looking at what you're doing, probably on social media. Yeah, they still have this kind of, they have a lot of misguided, I won't say love. It's more like they have a misguided idea about who you are. They have a kind of a crush on you, I think, because You never lead them on in any way. You've never indicated that you're interested in them or anything like that. It's all in their head. This whole thing's in their head. Now, I just want to tell you, you're not in any danger, so don't worry about that, because I feel as if I have to tell you that because you've had this other horrible experience, but you're absolutely safe. The other thing I'm seeing here is there might be someone. This is someone who used to be around you. They're not around you anymore, but I'm picking up on a lot of worry around them. A lot of people are very worried about this person, family, friends, just about everyone's worried about this person. I think they have some kind of addiction problem. That's what I'm seeing. And I think I might have seen them in your readings before, actually. I'm getting a bit of deja vu here. But yeah, this is really good news, actually, because what I'm seeing here is they're attempting to get better. They're walking away from whatever it is that's a problem for them. Now, with all addicts, of course, there's a risk of them turning back at some time, but they're walking away now, and that's a really, really good thing. Obviously, it's a fantastic thing. Yeah, I'm seeing them walking away, and they're walking away from people as well, bad influences. So this is really fantastic. Yeah, I really hope the right person gets to hear this message, because someone's really worrying about them. A whole lot of people are really worrying about this person. So this is another really beautiful, really positive thing that's happening. So I really hope this resonates, that someone's really kind of getting back on track again. It's really beautiful, really nice. Okay, so the first card you have for your futures, the Seven of Swords. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. This is the end of this nice reading. With the Seven of Swords, because it's such a horrible card. It's not as bad as it looks, actually. Okay, I'm not seeing any horrible cheating. I'm not seeing anything like that, because I know sometimes this can be lying, cheating, thieving, all that kind of horrible stuff. Okay, it isn't fantastic, but it's not that bad. Okay, I am seeing someone who I think is going to try and come back. They're going to try and cause a few problems for you. But the thing is, they can't do very much, because I think you've really made an effort to close off kind of just about every avenue. You've blocked everything. This person can't come near you. So yeah, I think you've guessed who this is. I think this is obviously this horrible ex of yours. I think they're going to come back. They're going to try and cause some problems. And yeah, I think what's going to happen is you're going to see something they've said or written. Yeah, I don't know if they have a channel on here, because I'm seeing them speaking as well. It might be that, it might be a podcast. I don't know, but you're going to hear them speak. It might be on social media, I don't know. But I'm seeing them speaking, and you're listening and kind of saying, oh no. But yeah, I'm looking at these two swords that are stuck in the ground. And, ground, soil, earth, all of that represents stability. So whatever this person does or whatever they try to do, because I don't think they're going to get very far, you and your partner, you're both going to stay very solid. You're both going to be side by side like these two swords. You're always going to stand together, and you're always going to stand up against this person or anyone else who wants to attack you. So this is a very beautiful, very solid partnership. So feel safe in that. Know that you have this person next to you. And also just know as well that you've done everything you can to safeguard yourself, so there's not a lot they can do. I think you're just probably going to hear something they're saying. They're going to try, and it's going to really shock you. It's going to give you all those old horrible feelings again. It's like, oh no, but nothing's going to happen. It's going to be absolutely fine. They're going to try, though. They are going to try. So just be prepared. I don't think anything's going to actually happen, but be prepared for kind of the shock of seeing them. Okay, so the next card you have for your future is the Knight of Wands. Yeah, okay, I'm just looking at this and the card under this as well, the Ten of Swords. Now, because you have the Seven of Swords above this as well, this is a warning. I'm just going to read them both together because they're all going together, all these three. So I don't want you to be scared, but all these cards here, they're all telling me this ex is probably going to come back. They're probably going to try and cause some more problems for you. And I think what might be triggering this is the fact that you're in this new relationship, and they might have found out about that in some way. They might have heard about it, seen them, or something like that. I don't know. They know this, and I think that's what's triggering this whole thing off. The advice here is, and I think you're already doing this, so you probably don't need this advice, but yeah, block them, don't react to them. They thrive on attention. That's what they want. They just want attention. They want your attention. You're not going to be harmed. Once again, I know the Ten of Swords can be a really scary card, but for me, this is like a little warning to you. Don't fight this. This is like, don't fight to the death. Don't do this. It's not worth it. That's the message here. That's what they want you to do. They want attention. Don't give it to them. If this whole thing's resonating, I think you already know what to do. You've done this before. You've dealt with them before. So, just stay strong. You'll be absolutely fine. You're safe. You have someone around you as well. And I just want you to know that you're totally protected. That's what I want to tell you as well. So don't stress about this. You're absolutely fine.